Another huge opportunity for testing organizations is to track test velocity. Now, what do I mean by test velocity? The way we define test velocity is the amount of time it takes between having a test idea, settling on a test idea, and the time that you can actually declare a winner of the test. Now, why do we track that? Well, we track that for a number of reasons. The first reason is if you track it, you can make improvements on it. And the reason why it's important is because understanding the amount of time it takes from a test idea to its completion tells us two things. One, it tells us our internal process, and it gives us areas of opportunity to lessen that number, the amount of days it takes. The second is it gives us an idea of how long it reaches statistical significance. The reason why that's important is because if you're coming up with test ideas that are very subtle, maybe too subtle to show a variance, it's going to take you a longer time to actually achieve statistical significance. And so those types of tests are actually not worth doing. You may get some learnings, but it's going to take you an extra long amount of time, and you're not really going to be able to apply those learnings to actual business outcomes, actually to your goals. And so by tracking test velocity, you're able to really come up with a number that can help you identify how much progress you are making in truly optimizing your process. I should note that some of our clients have a test velocity of only 3 to 5 days, and some of them are 21 to 35 days. There really isn't a correct or brand standard idea of how many days it takes to go from test ideation to test completion. What's important is tracking the date that you are currently at and making constant improvements to lessen that date and to quicken that time frame, the turnaround. The reason why that's important is because only 1 in every 4 tests win on average. So you're going to win more the more you test. And so by tracking test velocity, you're going to gain more tests, more learnings, and more wins.